but without compromising it, then I continued both. We never compromised in work, then we never compromised in our study also. And from there in Delhi, I went to Dehradun for selection of the admin and education branch. Of course, I could not get selected in the higher merit. I could not come into merit. Then I returned to air headquarters. My group captain, Air Commodore, Group Captain Satpati, he was head of the Directorate of Air Defence.
Okay, sir.
Then he told me, Patil, you don't stay in Air Force. You go outside. You beg outside, but don't be here, he advised me. Then I realized also godly help. Then, believe me, I submitted the papers on May 1st. By month end, I got my discharge.
How, sir? Without getting any post job kind of thing?
Sir, what I did after 8 months, when my service qualification, with all the qualification, I could not qualify for commissioning.
Achha, on that basis.
Yeah. And there was an Air Force order, that was the Air Force order 780 for 86, 780 for bar 76. Those days Air Force order. If you do not qualify in the commissioning, after getting education qualification, you are eligible for commissioning, but you could not get selected because of merit. Then there was an option, either you can continue as an airman or you can seek discharge.
Achha, that's how you got it.
Then I opted for discharge. Within a month, he was kind enough to recommend, and in a single month I got my discharge.
So always a lot of help from officers.
Very much, sir. It is a memorable. Air Force gave us a grounding experience, because how to face life in difficult circumstances, in tough circumstances, it made me hardened and tempered. So any situation, any eventuality, you are able to face life and take it head on. That made me, and that prepared me and enabled me. And that is what it made me to realize my ambition today. Now, after leaving Air Force...
Great. That's what Air Force is all about.
Thank you, sir. After leaving Air Force, then I straight came to Karnataka University, Dharwad. One student, while returning from Delhi, while still I was in service, one of the particularly in train, my friend, he became friend later on. He was coming to Delhi for Jawaharlal Nehru University and Delhi University for reference work on PhD.
Okay.
And then I made a friendship with him. Then he said, I want to compete for all these things. What is the facility available in Karnataka University, Dharwad? He advised me, sir, there is a coaching center for IAS in Karnataka University, Dharwad. Then I immediately, after leaving the Air Force, then I applied for this admission to IAS coaching center. Meanwhile, almost 1 week, the date was over. Then I asked the superintendent, who is the decision taker in this vertical admission? He says, sir, the head of department is, there is one professor and head HOD Jangam. He is the authority. Then I requested that superintendent kindly partial my application. If he permits, okay. If he doesn't permit, I'll go back. And that professor came, came out and he said, this boy can do IAS and KS, others are just like farmers, they can't do. He patted my back. He gave me admission, though I was late by 1 week.
Great.
So then after that, it was a rare privilege, and I was there for 6 months in the Karnataka University campus, attending classes. I made 4 or 5 friends, and we got solved about 5 years question paper of UPSC.
Okay.
After 3 months, because there is one question, there is one paper on essay. Because any civil service competition is based on merit, and it is a national merit. One paper, single and one paper, one essay for 3 hours. Then I was finding it very difficult, because in Air Force, merit was not criteria, and here in civil life, it is a merit. What matters for merit is only struggle, is a meritorious performance. Then I asked, the English professor by name Venugopal, he was the head of the department, English department. Then I asked him, sir, I have failed in UPSC in the main examination because there are 2 optional examinations, 2 papers, 2 optional subjects. I had prepared my one optional subject, history. Second option, I had taken political science and public administration. It was very difficult to qualify because all theoretical and abstract.
Yes, sir.
Then he said, Mr. Patil ji, I am setting papers for UPSC.
Okay.
And whatever the advice you want, I give you. Then I asked 5 years question paper. We got it solved in essay paper. After serving after helping us 3 months, then I said, yes, I decided, yes, if there is any examination based on merit, then I'll be the first person to qualify. I told my friends, yes, I'll be the first winner in this competitive exam. My Christopher is there, he is my colleague.
Permanent determination. Yes, I have to make it.
But it was a struggle in the campus, it was a struggle because in Air Force has taught us a sound foundation, how to face odds. When you are faced with many odds, you should not lose your patience and you should hold on to your patience. That made me, I'll continue my preparation. Then in that, one paper essay, I scored out of, out of 200, I scored 139. And I could first attempt, I could clear my KPSC. Okay. I became assistant commissioner.
Great, sir. Very good.
So after qualifying, it was a rare opportunity in civil service because I found, I thought, I can become a Tahsildar, but 8 years of Air Force service gave me elevation of one promotion. Instead of Tahsildar, I became assistant commissioner.
The next level.
So that compensated.
So here also Air Force came in handy.
Yeah, it came very, very handy. And of course, I had served 1 year after leaving Air Force. I served for 8 months. One government junior college, Saunur, as a government college lecturer. Okay. While preparing this, that helped me. Then within 1 year, in 83 I came out. 84 was a written examination. 85 was a result. Then 86 we got orders. Great. And 86 November, we were issued the appointment orders. And my first posting was to Gulbarga. And after completing probation, I was posted there as a DC Deputy Commissioner Food or Deputy Director Food and Civil Supplies. Mm-hmm. Here actually this is the civil life. Then I realized, believe me, see, for a hungry man, food is God.
Of course.
That time for a hungry man, food is God.
Yes.
And that time I was hungry for civil life and assignments. When I got selected, then I realized, it is a really God-sent opportunity. And believe me, my first posting, it is a district, entire district of my jurisdiction, and a very essential commodity act, was in operation those days. And as a food assistant to Deputy Commissioner or DC Food, I used to deal with all essential commodities, plus, this kerosene oil, diesel, petrol, those days, and LPG gas. Those days, believe me, there was one war, Iran-Iraq war was there, and then Iraq and Kuwait war was there. These two wars, there was the enormous pressure on the essential commodities and this all diesel and petrol. We handled it very carefully and very skillfully. And after this crisis, then I realized, Essential Commodity Act gives you so much power without exercising too much of authority. Then we managed the situation. Then I realized, if man doesn't live by bread alone, because for a hungry man, food is God. But once the basic needs are met, then I realized, for a man doesn't live by bread alone. Okay, for a hungry man, God is the food. Then what else? Once you achieve a roti kapda makan, what is the goal of life? Then I started thinking. Of course, now it is a one ration card, one nation, one Aadhaar, one nation, and we are yet to come across, one common civil code for entire country. So this is a kind of a career planning and helping me. Then, why I'm talking like this means because, when in service, see, with all as a child, we were nurtured by the parents. And as a youngster in the Air Force, took care of our food requirement. Then as an education, it took off my requirement of our ambition of the mind. Then see, body, mind and spirit.
Soul,
spirit
yes.
Is nothing but Atma. Then who has to take care of spirit or Atma? Then I realized it is a self-realization is very important. Because I make requirements of body, requirement of mind, okay, that is the basic needs. What the Air Force has helped you and career has helped you. But when it comes to self-realization and realization of the spirit, I'll talk it later on, but it is a very, very, very important because when I studied this French Revolution, French philosopher Rousseau had told, man is born free, but everywhere he is in chains. Man is born free, but everywhere he is in chains. He is
everyone
born
is
free.
in chains. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he is in chains because of the vices inherent in his nature.
Okay.
Unless he liberates himself or he detaches himself, those vices, and he cultivates virtues, he will be in chains only. Even if you are in golden chain, you will be is the imprisonment of your own mind in that chain process.
Okay.
Then, meanwhile, while studying, I had realized Aristotle, a philosopher, he had told me, man, he can become a god or he can become a beast. If he realizes, you can become a god. If you do not realize, if you are worried only about your belly service, then you are equal to Dvipada Pashu.
Beast.
That's
Yes.
one Guru said me, Dvipada Pashu.
Yes, sir.
Then I realized, then while thinking, while studying the Hegel, a German philosopher, he had told man is nothing but march of God on earth. Man is nothing but march of God on earth. While studying Christianity, it told the kingdom of God is within you. The kingdom of God is within you.
Okay.
Then while studying Shankaracharya, he said, Aham Brahmasmi. Nine Brahma. Then I realized, this is the spirit of Sanatana Dharma. Unless you realize the Sanatana Dharma, your spirit will not be fulfilled or satisfied. The ultimate goal is self-realization of the spirit. That I'll speak to later on.
Okay. So
Next, after
you covered all these aspects: mind,
Yes, sir.
body, spirit, all those things. Very
So
well.
initially the food department gave me that is a roti. Because a roti, kapda, makan and pani, these are all essential for every individual. The first department was food department, that is a roti.
Okay.
Roti. Then I was transferred to Command Area Development Authority, Mundrabad, Tungbhadra project. Pani.
Tungabhadra.
I was at Tungbhadra project.
Yes, sir.
Then when again I was a general manager, Upper Krishna project also. So there, the requirement of pani I was feeling these essential, the 5 elements of nature, whether Prithvi or then water, air, fire and space. These
Yes.
are all 5
Yes.
elements of nature.
Yes, sir.
So after first food requirement is over, then next I came to this pani. See, India is gifted with the perennial eternal rivers. And actually, when serving the Upper Krishna project and Tungabhadra project, I realized that plenty of water goes to the ocean during monsoon.
Yes, sir.
And see, our country ruled by one party, whether it's the center or in the state,
Yes,
whether
sir.
it's Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, then your Goa, etc.
Sir.
Same party is in power. I was thinking why the water resource goes to ocean. Why our government do not sort out interstate river disputes?
Sir.
Then I realized because basic commodity, roti, kapda, makan, pani, these are all essential elements for everybody. See, nature has blessed plenty for the country. And people, if all these problems are solved, people can enjoy these all natural resources. We need not have to purchase water like mineral water. And all our rivers are portable waters. Then I realized it is unfortunate the governments are not acting when there is a rainwater surplus water joins the ocean. And it is the duty of the government to solve all these issues and help. Even after 70 years, the things are like this. Then as a soldier, it is our duty, it is our bounden duty to think on these lines and elevate our thinking process to solve all these issues. Then after serving there, the next I was transferred to as a sub-division magistrate, Bagalkot. It so happened, on 6th December 1992. It is the Ayodhya crisis day.
Yes, sir.
So I was a sub-division magistrate in Bagalkot. Midnight, I received a call from the Deputy Superintendent of Police. Sir, there is a 2 merchant shops set on fire.
Oh.
Your physical presence is needed. It was a midnight 2 o'clock. Then he sent the vehicle. I attended that incident. The next day morning, he said, sir, the situation is very grim. We will impose a shoot at sight and curfew.
Okay.
Then we impose it. Next day morning, there was with arms and ammunition, there was a flag march on the streets of Bagalkot city.
By the army, sir? Flag march by that?
It is a civil police only.
Okay.
Police only.
Okay.
When there was a flag march, then when we were marching into this, myself and my ASP were going in the vehicle. One of the police staff, because citizens were watching through the windows, what kind of a shoot at sight order. First time, it is my experience, it is the first time also.
Okay.
Because in military, our fundamental rights are cut.
Yes, sir.
Because of military.
Yeah, in civil it
Whereas
depends.
in civil, if you exercise too much of power, authority, it becomes a tyrannous.
Yes, sir.
And if you give too much liberty, it becomes anarchy.
Uncontrollable. Yes,
Anarchy. Anarchy and tyranny. You have to
Yes,
balance both.
yes, sir.
So ours is a middle path. What Lord Buddha says, you have to follow middle path. Too much authority not good. Too much liberty is also not good. You have to make a balance of both.
So following good philosophy all the time.
Yes, sir. Then immediately, there was one incident, a small incident. One of the policemen entered a house of a citizen and manhandled because they were peeping through the window.
Okay.
Then I realized in a democracy, no police authority can enter the house of a civilian in their houses. Then immediately I know there was some complaint from the citizens. Then I said it is not good, that we'll withdraw the shoot at sight order.
Okay.
After itself, I withdrew the shoot at sight order. Then I said citizens' liberties are safe now. It made me to realize. It made me to realize in democracy, liberties are equally good, but authority is also equally needed. Only thing we have to make a very judicious balance of both.
Correct.
That is a good democracy, and that is a constitutional democracy that we need to educate our citizens. And the next, it so happened in the next one Sunday, we had one meeting with a deputy commissioner, almost 100 kilometers from Bagalkot. While returning, because 144 was in force, there is no assembly of more than 3 or 4 people. There was a big procession is going on and speech is going on. Then I immediately asked my Tashildar and they said, how is it when 144 is in force, how it can happen like this? Based on the police request, we imposed 144.
Yes, sir.
They cannot have assembly like this. They cannot have a procession like this. They cannot have public speech like this.
Yes.
Then he said, sir, we don't know. Then immediately, from the public telephone booth, I took a call to deputy commissioner and superintendent of police.
Okay.
SP said, Patil ji, we have never allowed outdoor meeting. I allowed only indoor meeting. Then he escaped.
Okay.
Then when I talked to deputy commissioner, he said, Patil, can you take application from them and give permission at this stage? Then I said, sir, at this stage is unthinkable. Next day morning, then the SP by name Radkrishna from Bijapur came to my chamber. Patil ji, kya hua? Then I said, I immediately wrote a DO letter to DC and SP. This should not happen like this. When 144 is there, it is a bounden duty of the police department to enforce 144. If when 144 is in force and if there is a throwing of stones or mob violence, then who will be held responsible? Then I showed it cannot happen like that. Then the SP immediately told, whatever your stand is correct and whatever you have written is very correct. Then he said, let us manage the situation. Then that gave me realize because authority is good, provided you manage the authority for the good and welfare of the society.
Correct.
Not for exercising authority for the sake of authority.
Yes, sir.
This should not. Yeah.
Very right thinking.
Yes. Next, I was after serving 2-3 districts, as a deputy secretary, development deputy secretary, in charge of 3 districts, or 3 times a different district. I was made a CEO. Almost about 5 years I served as CEO of the district, where you have all the central sector scheme, state sector scheme, and joint sector schemes.
CEO per ZP, sir?
Jilla Panchayat. Almost, Jilla Panchayat heading the district, almost more than 300 crores will be at your disposal. You have the entire 27 departments at your disposal.
Right, sir.
And you are supposed to implement the schemes of the state government, central government, corporate sector, and NGOs. And with a good training in Vidyan Bhavani, New Delhi, then NID Hyderabad, and Chennai, and so many places. With this scheme, that Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act also came. This is almost 300 to 400 crores at the disposal of the CEO across all the 27 departments. And we made a good team. And earlier in the terms of development index, our district Gadag was at 27th out of 30. It was the ranking was 27th. And then we stood first to the state. We achieved first rank.
Yes, sir.
And by that,
the power of Air Force there also.
Exactly, sir. It's all Air Force training. And that rating gave me immediately, then they said that I became eligible for IAS.
Oh, God. So you got lifted up from there.
Definitely, sir.
Yeah.
Then after serving in those, CEO, it was a rare opportunity and wonderful opportunity how to help our people, because I said we are all Indians. No one is a foreigner, no one is an alien, no one is a Pakistani. No, why poverty, all these problems, why should we wait for these non-officials or elected representatives to interfere? Implement it first. Then we said, with the virtue of implementation, we stood first and all were very happy. There was no interference from any elected representatives. Initially, everyone will interfere. provided if you are not transparent, if you are not committed to help the poor people, they will interfere.
So
But if you,
yeah, here, sir, sorry to interrupt you. What
yeah,
characteristics you learned in Air Force? No, helped you navigating all this, no waters.
sir, it's the Air Force that a degree of commitment, Air Force में ये हमारा country है.
Sir,
When Air Force gives you everything, roti kapda makan,
sir.
then I said that citizens should also enjoy the same benefits here.
Yes.
And the government has given authority, money, material. You implement the schemes. See, every month we take salary.
Sir.
Then I used to ask district officers, every month, why don't you spend the allocation same month? They will never spend till the December end. Then I said, no salary. Then I told, no work, no salary. I said, I'll operate this formula. Yeah, monthly you take salary and monthly you should spend the expenditure on the schemes. If you do not implement that month, then I'll not pay you salary. If you have any problem, you be at house. Give the next person, I'll make in charge. Within 3 months, the district put first to the state, and my secretary said, you have done wonderful.
Wait, sir, again.
And believe me, sir, if you are honest, if you are transparent, there is no dearth of money. This is an experiment I have enjoyed in civil service. When you are honest and above board, none will question you, none will come in the way. At best, they may transfer you. But that we need to be prepared. That made me to realize, civil life is so good, but until you expose yourself, yes, I am open-hearted and I am transparent. These two commitments are there, no? Everywhere you are respected, and whether it is the superiors or below the citizens or our subordinates or colleagues, you need not have to have any grudge against anybody. Charity to our malice towards none, charity for all. That was my principle. Next, I was in charge of Karnataka Institute of Medical Science in Hubli. I was in charge there. I was administrator. It is a rare privilege to work
getting confirmed as an IAS officer.
Before confirmation, then I was posted there as a chief administrator, Karnataka Institute of Medical Science, Hubli.
Okay.
So there, it was by virtue. I was a member secretary for the selection board. Believe me, sir, the director of the institute is a chairman. And the director, secretary, medical education, then vice chancellor, medical university, other people, 5-6 people are there, the members. I'm the member secretary.
Okay.
See, believe me, sir, all these people, they thought, they can manipulate anything. Then I brought a DPR, the government of Karnataka order. Then I told, this is the procedure. And when I told, everything should be 100% open and transparent. Nothing is hide and seek. I hired one person. You put everything, the highest to lowest. And all departments, whether the dental department, surgical department, gynec department, etc., etc. It is almost, we appointed almost 30 doctors, all professionals, and all merit. Here I realized there is there is a people, who come by donation. They get degrees by donation.
Yes, sir.
Then I realized all people, those all in medical science, MBBS, they all merit pool. Then I say merit pool, you come first. Then the donation pool, you come second. And here I realized, see, Medical Council of India is a culprit here. So those days you remember, Ketan Desai, almost CBI had raided him and 1,800 crores were found.
Yeah.
Those days.
Yes, sir.
And then I realized, when it's a government college, and why don't they respect merit here? They never gave us a recognition for 150, increasing the hike of the intake. But they permitted private, not in the government. Then I realized, if there is a substandard doctor, substandard engineers, substandard lawyers, then the foundation of the country will become so weak that we cannot prosper our country.
Okay.
Then I said, when there is a merit in these fields, our nation will be a firm foundation, then we can prosper better.
Exactly. Yes, sir.
So this is, however, because the transparency in public life is very, very fundamental. Because why I like to present government, because after swearing in, the present Prime Minister, he said, मेरे लिए मैं कुछ नहीं करूंगा. He told this word.
Yes,
he
sir.
openly told, मेरे लिए मैं कुछ नहीं करूंगा. Then I started saluting him. This is one person who is totally committed to the country. That never in the past Prime Minister has committed on their.
Of course. You are true.
So then I realized this is a need of the hour. After this, then I was posted to Bangalore City Corporation Deputy Commissioner. After serving 3 years in Bangalore City Corporation, then I was posted to Commissioner Belgaum City Corporation.
Mr. Belgaum.
During this Belgaum City Corporation, and during these days, I visited, the best corporation in the country was a Delhi Corporation, Bombay Corporation, Calcutta, and Chennai. All the four I visited. In Delhi, I just went to know that by the side of Jantar Mantar there's a big tall building.
Yes, sir.
And incidentally, it was a New Delhi Municipal Committee. The corporation is in the old Delhi, Chandni Chowk. Then when I went to the city municipal council, then I asked him, what is this city municipal council? Then he gave me one booklet. There's in that booklet, one resolution is made in 1911. Though it was a city municipality Delhi, they make one resolution. Kindly note, they say, he who rules Delhi rules India.
Okay.
He who rules Delhi rules India.
Yes, sir.
Hence, the capital of the country should be shifted from Calcutta to Delhi. That is the resolution. And it was in 1911. And in 2011, you have seen the newspaper. The Delhi is 100 years old. It came in the newspaper.
Okay.
So Delhi, from Calcutta to vertical New Delhi, the capital of the country, was shifted. So when Calcutta was a capital, those days Bengalis used to say, what Bengal thinks today, rest of India will think tomorrow.
Yeah, naturally. Okay.
They used to tell, because theirs was the capital. Calcutta was the capital. Okay. When it was shifted to Delhi, so then Delhi became the capital. Then I realized, he who rules Delhi rules India. Then I started dreaming, we should also, anybody rules Jilla Panchayat, he can so rule the things of ruling Delhi. Then I started educating my Jilla Panchayat members and MLAs. If you can rule Karnataka, you can rule Delhi also.
Yes.
And then I started, many vertical leaders like Modi should come from the respective states. Only thing, they should have command over the language.
Yes, sir.
This is the one thing. Then as a commissioner, then I realized, because you see in city corporation limits, Bangalore is a metropolitan city.
Yes, sir.
Almost, it is almost a very big, almost is about 198 wards and 1.5 crore population.
Sir.
And I was the additional commissioner administration, about 20,000 employees.
Okay, sir.
After visiting Delhi, Calcutta, Chennai, then I realized Bangalore is a very strategically almost 3,000 square feet above the mean sea level. Yes. And a wonderful city. And because of my Air Force visit, then I introduced, I requested my commissioner, sir, Delhi, Karnataka, South India, you can work 24/7. If it is a North India, there, because winter season is extreme.
Yes.
Then he said, in Air Force, sir, we used to have a night duty and a guard duty. Yeah. Then I requested, why don't you introduce night duty? Then he said, believe me, he authorized once in fortnight. We used to have 10 p.m. to morning 6 a.m. night duty in Bangalore Corporation.
Shift duties. Okay.
Shift duty. And the chief engineer, and per zone we have 8 zones at 8 zonal commissioner. And every zonal commissioner with the 20 lorries with the chief engineer and almost paraphernalia, they should go on cleaning the city. Gave me wonderful exposure. Then I realized, you can prove number one in the world. Because when I visited Dubai, believe me, morning I went for an early morning walk in Dubai. Then while walking on the street, then some person was cleaning the roads. Then on verification, he is an Indian. When an Indian can work, at 5 a.m. in the morning, why not in Bangalore? Then we are almost 1 year. We had a successfully, night working hours we implemented, and that gave me good exposure. That is why I settled in Bangalore city.
Okay.
Then then I was transferred to Karnataka Housing Department. I was a slum clearance board.
Now, by the time you became additional commissioner, were you conferred with IAS, sir?
Yeah, IAS, sir. IAS, already IAS.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So when I went to Karnataka Slum Clearance Board, then secretary to CM, Patil ji, you come here. I was in the post. They said, no, this is a coming. Then we realized, 2009, there was a slum clearance, entire country. There was one seminar in Delhi, Rajiv Gandhi Slum Clearance. That is a slum-free city plan of action.
Okay, sir.
Slum-free city plan of action. But though Karnataka had 9 corporations, none of them is implemented, including Bangalore City Corporation. When I joined as a commissioner of Slum Clearance Board, almost, the secretary from Government of India, he visited Bangalore. Patil ji said, Karnataka 0. Then once, after that, he said, it is a challenge for me. And I told you, in the country, we almost got sanctioned about 30 projects. One unit cost per house is about 4 lakh rupees.
Sir.
In that 4 lakh, about 10% is a beneficiary contribution, is 40,000. Remaining 1,80,000 is state government contribution. Remaining 180,000 is a central government contribution.
Sir.
Almost 1,200,000 to 1,200 crores we brought And wherever we see the served, in all those corporation areas, I sanctioned houses and projects. That gave me really wonderful experience.
Yeah.
Sir.
Well, okay. You must have got a lot of satisfaction also by doing such a
Yes, sir,
wonderful.
enormous. Because earlier there was no vertical money in the department, and when I joined it, then I said 1,000 crore, 1,200 crores, monthly 100 crore they spend. I said 10 years food is made available to you.
Okay.
They were very comfortable.
Good.
Next is I joined as a Karnataka Appellate Tribunal. See, tribunal is one, where you are supposed to do justice to the cases before you. Because in India, the separation of powers as per the constitution, there is a legislature, there is judiciary, executive.
Yes, sir.
Yes, these are important three organs, and media is the fourth one.
Yes, sir.
Then I realized, in India, almost we have 3 lakh cases are pending in the various parts of the country, court cases.
Yes, sir.
And when your justice is delayed, then justice is buried and corruption
Denied.
becomes a way of life.
Denied. Yes.
And then I realized if judiciary's fate is this, then the executive, you see the legislature, almost 60% elected members are criminal background.
Exactly.
Our reforms are yet to take place.
Yes, sir.
And that being the state of affairs, then in executive as an IAS officer, see, we think still we are the lords of the British era. We almost act like a Britishers in the free country. Our officers are actually, they act like a Britishers.
Our mindset is like that. Yes.
Their mindset is like that, sir. Unless you change the mindset, it is very difficult to do justice to the citizens of India.
Yes, sir.
Because even after 70 years, we still have that colonial mindset among the bureaucrats, whether it is IAS, IPS, IRS in all countries.
Yes, sir.
Then I realized that this is the need of the hour. Unless the other day Modi commented, Prime Minister Ji, we should not call it as an Indian administrative system. Who we are going to administer? That government is best which governs least, no governance, which serves best. That government is best which serves best, not governs. Governing was there when the British were ruling us.
So only serving.
Sir, our Suraj is better than Swaraj is better than Suraj. See, whatever may be the best rule of the Britishers, but Suraj, our ruling is better than the alien rule.
Yes, sir.
So similarly here also, then I realized unless until the administration, there is a transparency in our public life, it is very difficult. And then I realized it is a need of the hour that ex-serviceman should come as a very handy, that forces people from the forces background, if they commit themselves to public life, they can do wonderful and marvelous service.
Yes, sir. Exactly. Yes. It's a great.
And then I realized, then I realized, it is the way of, I was just thinking, what is the fate of our country? Then I read it's a universal solution for all the remedies. Education is the only panacea. Unless our citizens are educated, constitutional literacy, legal literacy, all the value systems, it is very difficult. Then last, I became a textile commissioner. It is a kapda. See,
roti, kapda, makan.
Roti, kapda, makan and pani. Roti, kapda, makan and pani. All aspects.
Yes.
And believe me, from womb to tomb, the cloth is very essential.
Okay.
It is essential, sir, from womb to tomb. Then a wonderful opportunity. Then we had investors meet. In Karnataka state, we had a global investors meet. They called GIM, Global Investors Meet. Then I had 2 investors meet, one in Surat and another in Jaipur.
Yes, sir.
Then the Jaipur CM came and Surat we had 2 investors meet. Then in Bangalore I had 1 investors meet. It was not GIM, it was a TIM, Textile Investors Meet, and 5 investors came, including the Apparel Export Promotion Council, New Delhi. Uppala chairman, they said we will invest about 205 people came and 1,000 crores investment came to Karnataka.
Oh, great, sir. So you organized it, sir.
It was because as a commissioner I organized.
Okay.
And giving me, so the employment opportunity in textile sector is the best next to agriculture. Okay. Because all garment industries, in Bangalore we have almost 1 lakh women employees working in garment industry.
Oh, yeah.
Because many people from the North Karnataka or Kalyan Karnataka, they migrate to Bombay, Pune, Mangalore, etc., etc. Now the need of the hour is because of course lockdown, many of the garment industries are now, they are waiting for this lockdown to be lifted, but it is a very good employment opportunity in the garment industry. Now lastly I am coming to my last part C. So now it is my need of the hour, just because I was thinking, because I came from a village, And with our struggle, we got sanctioned government high school and government junior college. Then I wanted to introduce NCC in that college. Then I went to meet who is the head of the NCC unit in Karnataka. There was LK Jain. Presently he is serving. He is Air Commodore and Deputy Director General for Karnataka and Goa. I did not disclose him that I am ex-serviceman. With my IAS level, I approached him.
Okay.
Then he says, "You give me your this one, I'll help your village." Then I said, "I don't want my village. I want, what is the problem?" Because even after 70 years of independence, if we have to beg for NCC, then it is very unfortunate. It is a nation building services. And meanwhile, after leaving Air Force, before leaving Air Force, I wanted to pay back my loan, I was a loan scholarship holder in PUC.
Okay.
I had availed the loan scholarship for 1,440 rupees for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to return to the government of Karnataka.
Okay.
Just before leaving service, I asked them, I want to pay them. They said, no, you did not pay because nation building services, Air Force, military is a nation building services, you need not pay. And you have served 1 year lecturer, that is also nation building services.
Okay.
But then I realized education and military, these are two nation building services. So then I said, how to strengthen nation building services? I thought, then NCC, NSS, then Home Guards, then Civil Defense, then military service for ex-servicemen. These are all nation building services. Then I started preparing myself, requesting the government authority. When Air Commodore LK Jain ji said, Patil ji, nothing is going to happen, why you are taking so much pain? Then I said, why? What is the problem? Because money is a taxpayer's money. Why don't you help us? He said, every 3 months we are meeting in Delhi. Chief Secretary of the respective states come, Minister of Defense come, and nothing happens. Whatever the established we have in 1950s, even in 2020, it is the same.
Even after 70 years.
Even after 70 years. Then I could not believe. Then I said, the red tapeism in the system is common. We have become freedom, independence we got only for the chairs. But the mindset has not changed. The percolation right up to the common people, it is not there. The institutional setups, they have not changed. Everywhere the mindset is colonial mindset. Because of my SO's background, then I realized, then unless we fight it out, it is very difficult. Then he says, single-handedly you cannot do, as a team we can do. Then I contacted our ex-serviceman, all India ex-serviceman, our Retd from Hyderabad.
Telangana, Hyderabad, yes.
Telangana.
Yeah.
Then I said, but they are busy with their, the all ex-serviceman problems of, whether it's the triple X or roti kada mutton, they are fighting in that. Then I said, that is my agenda, brother. Unless you work for the cause of the country, you tell me, I am ready for that. Then, then I started, other day in Karnataka, that Pulwama incident in Jammu Kashmir state.
Pulwama, yes sir, Pulwama.
Pulwama, one soldier from Dharwad district, now Gadag district, from a rural village, he became a martyr. Then in that village, his father is also 30 years, he has rendered military service. Son, hardly after 5 years, he became a victim or he became a martyr. Then I attended that ceremony, that war memorial, they have built a war memorial in their own village. And that father has contributed 10 lakh out of his savings and the village people have contributed 15 lakh. 25 lakh they have invested. Then after attending, then that martyr's father, he asked me, sir, come have a cup of tea in my house. Then I went. Then he said, this war memory is so wonderful. Sir, how do you feel it's maintenance? He raised the issue of maintenance of war memory.
Sir.
Then I said, give me Baba, I'll not promise now, but I'll come back to I told him. Then I realized he is a martyr for the country. He is a martyr for the nation. When we have India Gate, the government of India takes care of all that. Because in 1983, I participated that, Republic Day parade.
Oh.
Then here, I participated because before leaving service, I participated in India Gate parade.
Great.
Then I realized he is a martyr for the country. Then here, neither our state government takes care of, nor the district administration. Then I started realizing, then I met government secretaries. Now, because of Corona, I want to issue a government circular to the respective panchayat. Panchayat, there is no dearth of fund, but it need to be, war memorial maintenance need to be taken care of by the Gram Panchayat.
Yes, sir.
That is pending in our state and throughout the country.
Mm.
Because see, there is what you feel, if you join military, the mindset in South India, not in the border states. Mindset in South India is people are joining military because they don't have food to eat. It is a very sad state of affairs. No doubt for a hungry man, food is God. But once you take care of political Makan, then what else next? Next comes the picture. Then I realized, the government is yet to respond, and I am pursuing with the state government. Now with your what you call a team and with the Bharat Vikas Parishad. I have joined Bharat Vikas Parishad for South India. I am the vice president for recruiting 6 states of South India. Now this is a need of the hour, because why I am this is the party concluding part. This NSS or the NCC, NSS, Home Guards, Civil Defense, and military training for the citizens. See, almost after 1,000 years of alien rule or invaders rule, we don't want to train our citizens military training like a democracy in America, England, or Russia. Why we cannot to train military service to 1 year military service to our citizens of India? They live as a people. They are not yet citizens. They are live like masses. They are yet to understand the citizenship concept. See, unless the ex-military people, we take lead and convince the government of India that they need to be trained. The military service is a must for our citizens.
Yes, sir. Compulsory military training.
After 1,000 years of military rule and invaders rule, they massacred our countrymen, and we are still bothering why we cannot start military training for the citizens. When America can do it, England can do it, what prevents India? This is the need of the hour, and this is what lacks is willpower. Indians are capable of anything. They are CEOs in the world. But why not here? This is the willpower. And I tell you why this all melody lies not in money, it is a mindset. Unfortunately, the mindset is the real culprit here. And that is why lastly I propose, to all these yields of the society to integrate. Because even every state we have director Sainik welfare, and every district we have deputy director Sainik welfare. They
Yes,
hardly care for them. And believe me, when I was first posting, I contributed highest to the state in Flag Day contribution.
Oh, great, sir. Great.
And in the Raj Bhavan, they felicitate whoever is the
IAS contributor. Yes, sir.
And then the next year, when I asked what is the accounting, how do you spend money, the director, the vertical state, he never replied.
Oh.
Then I asked him, you contribute something 5 lakh from ZPLU 5 lakh will raise one war memory in a village. They never cared. Then I realized, see, the red tapeism or the mindset among the military people, they are good at occupying chairs, but when it comes to common man, they still live in the rank feeling. I'm sorry to say they are yet to come down after retirement. We should overcome these barriers of rank and status. Unless you see eye to eye with the common man, you are never respected in civil life. And that with that, I pray all my ex-servicemen colleagues and all the senior colleagues. As an ex-serviceman, I request, the vertical Super Warriors organization. We need to create a central university for ex-servicemen, central university, because you will find everywhere you find private universities, deemed universities, etc. In Karnataka, you find every district has a university. And now at the India level, covering all the deputy director of the district and the vertical state level director general,
Yes,
integrate all of them, make one university. Administrative, let them be under the control of the administrative state. But functional side, you should have an university where competent people can scrutinize. And we need to, and one more thing I just wanted to know, unless there is a reforms are introduced, the reforms will not come automatically. Because what kind of reforms are citizen versus uniform services or between among the commissioned rank and the non-commissioned rank. This reforms in comparison with the liberated countries from the colonial rule. How is it in America and how is it in England and how is it in the liberated countries like colonial rules like India? Because you find even in the uniform service, the ranks and commissioned, there is an enormous gap. Is it the same? Because I have discussed some of the people who served abroad while they were in Air Force. They say a lot of changes are needed, and the reforms will never take place unless until you bell the cat. So with these commitments, I request all the hierarchy and all the senior officers who are participating here with an open mind, and our country, if we have We got independence, but we are yet to get the fruits of liberty to reach the lower level. The common man is yet to see it, and unless until we educate common people and make the fruits of what you call freedom, they should reach them. Then only it becomes a fruitful. Otherwise, the democracy will be only for people who are all have not haves, not for have-nots.
Have nots. Yes.
With these words, and it is a wonderful opportunity. And GBR has given, and Patil has given, and all the senior officers who are present. I am really, sir, indeed grateful to you and grateful to all the senior hierarchy. And I am ready to, because once you think of the concept of ex-serviceman Central University, I am ready to contribute 1 month's pension for the cause. It is my commitment. And even if this is the case, I think nothing like that. Thank you very much, sir. Good day.
So it's really great indeed to sir to hear such a wonderful speech from you and thinking of the people and always of the masses, particularly our ex-serviceman fraternity, even after leaving the service and enjoying the benefits as an IAS officer. Again, thinking about our ex-serviceman fraternity, it's really we salute you, sir, for your commitment or bondage to that ex-serviceman tag. So yeah, really, sir. So there have been a lot of suggestions as to create awareness in the government also to give like what is that Bharat Ratna to our one of our prominent generals, general people, Field Marshal Manik Shah kind of people. So many people are asking for it, and also as you rightly said, there are so many things, and now we have a lot of achievers in our group, like vice chancellor. Not to start with an university means we have an experience people like our vice chancellors. One of them is Murudkar sir is also there, and earlier we had seen that President sir having a lot of experience in this. I think on IAS cadre, IPS cadre, and all on a doctorate kinds of educationalists. I think we over a period of time we have to float an idea of forming a kind of NGO kind of thing among the best lot to bring awareness or to put across our government as well what are the points you have raised. It may be it Padma Award or be it creating a university or taking care of our people are voiceless in the service practically. So curtailing all these things. I think we should form like a pressure group of kind of thing. So wherein we can put some pressure or awareness in the government, sir. It's a wonderful idea. So let us now.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Kindly take lead, and I am with you and all this. We need to come up to Delhi.
Now we'll take the advice of all our. We have senior officers also with us, so they can also contribute with their enriched experience. So people like you or all the achievers are there, so we can form a kind of an organization to legally formalize the things and see across the nation what best we can suggest to the governments from the point of ex-servicemen or the serving people to create balancing a kind of life for all of them.
Kindly make a think tank so that they become committed force for that. There may be short term and there will long term.
I think we request people like you and our Murudkarji and Sachin Garu, the people who have served at the highest levels and understood the ways of the government, so that it becomes something viable. That way it is.
Thank you, GBRG. So proud of you.
So now let's all know here. In fact, you have raised very good
questions.
You have raised very interesting and good points. So I think all are eagerly waiting to discuss with you and to take it further as to what best can be done with a view to serving. It's a kind of giving back to society, sir. So since we all got the benefit out of Air Force, I think we should think of doing something for the Air Force or for the generations. How best we can lead their life or change their life in the civil society as well. So thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful narrative of your life, seeing from different perspectives, being an airman or an IAS officer or state level officer, and also now voluntarily working for an organization. So leading a wonderful life. So hats up to you, sir, for your achievement.
Thank you, sir.